Flying solo with a head cold. I'm going to need a top up before I go any further. G'day folks, and welcome to the last or final video of 2018. In this video, what's coming up in 2019 and something that's happening right now, and 2018 highlights, my favourite trips, the boys' favourite trips and why, and a bit of other stuff, the channel achievements. So let's get stuck into what's actually happening right now. There is a change that's happened in my garage. You never used to be able to walk around in here. It was pretty bad actually. It was pretty disgusting. I've now tidied the whole thing up, with some help of course. Way more organised, but the cool thing about this, and the reason I'm bringing this up is, there are two bar stools next to me, and I'm sitting on a third in the middle. This is going to be a new base for recording the Tech Talk videos that we did with PDP. You guys asked questions about engine mods, and I had the experts in answering your questions and my own answering as well with the layman term stuff. There were some questions directed at me, so there'll be a free seat panel here talking about whatever topic it is, and I'll get the appropriate experts for the appropriate topics that we're going to talk about. So get the questions down below. We can do batteries, we can do solar, we can do camping, we can do everything. But not only that, we can also get the likes of Andrew St. Pierre White, sitting right here for one show discussing a certain topic. We can even get Graham Cahill, we can get Sam Isles, we can get Alex from a Tense Off Road. The options are endless, and just the content creation of cool stuff and information for you guys is endless here as well. So get down there and suggest some things. There will be some improvements made here, but this is what this place looked like about 7 days ago. Welcome to my messy garage. It's pretty bad in here, really bad, and this isn't the worst it's been. I've actually cleaned it up a bit. We're about to get ready to clean everything up in here, and we're going to have it so I can shoot videos from in here. We're going to look way more professional. So we're going to have over here a bit of a studio. So I'm going to get some toolboxes in to replace this toolbox here. It's just too small. All my stuff is all crammed up, and we got a fair bit of stuff to do here, so we better head off and grab some gear.
Ronny Dahl.
How you going, mate?
No way, I'm a huge fan. Oh, I saw your car, I was like, sure this can't be true.
You're on camera, by the way.
Oh, awesome. Oh my god, it feels honoured to meet you.
Cool, man, nice to meet you.
Awesome. Nice to meet you too.
Hey, Ronny Dahl here. 39 degrees today. It's a hot one. So welcome back. As you can see, I'm battling with a cold, but this is why I'm so excited about this project. Not only can I fit 2 trailers in here and keep the wife happy without having half my stuff outdoors and actually being able to find stuff in here and walk around, there is more content creation happening. And there's a wall over there for a background for the explanation videos. For example, how to plug a tyre, how to take a tyre off a rim, put it on another rim, rim offsets, all kinds of stuff going to happen right here in the garage. And once the trailers are out, I have a studio. The next project, this is the biggest one for next year. It involves mannequins and full drives. Did I say mannequins? Yes, I did. Mannequins and vehicles. It's going to be an interesting one. I've invested about $6,000 into this project and I think it is going to be huge. That's my expectation. So hopefully it is. So thanks to Patreon, it's helped fund this project coming up, and it's all about recovery gear gone wrong, what can happen when you do the wrong things, what happens when stuff breaks, all those kind of things. So I think you get the idea. Now there's 2 second-hand cars. One I'm still yet to pick up, so there's going to be more money invested. It is a V8 Jeep. And just across the road out here, I have a black and burnt orange Mitsubishi Triton. It looks pretty killer, but an eyesore to some people. You either love it or you hate it. Those 2 vehicles are the first 2 vehicles that are going to be used for this project. Who knows how long they last? I may need other vehicles. A lot of people are going to be involved in this project. I cannot wait to show you. I don't want to give too much more away until we've actually shot it. There is a lot of time and effort and money poured into this project. The place where all this is going to happen is on private land at White Gum Farm. That's where our Four Wheeling Australia proving grounds are, and it's where we'll do all the training. But it's not just about destroying mannequins with certain things. It's also about testing a lot of other things. These are the brand new Extreme Max Tracks. I think they're called Extreme Max Tracks. Now I don't even think you can buy these yet. Not yet anyway. This will also be a place to show you guys all the modern day recovery gear. I have a whole pile of new recovery gear that a lot of people haven't seen or don't know about. It's in the office. I've been collecting this for a couple of months. All that will be revealed in this one video. We all need to go out and test it first in various situations so we can actually talk about it and know what we're talking about and sort of show you guys all the modern recovery gear stuff that's out there, because there's a lot of old stuff that we all carry around. It's all outdated. I'm really looking forward to this. The third project for 2019. This one's a bit of a collaboration. Just nursing my sore throat here. This one's a bit of a collaboration with the Full Drive and Adventure shows. Now they have shows Perth, Adelaide and Sydney. This year we're at Perth and Adelaide. We'll always be at Perth because this is home base. I'm in Perth right now. This is a Perth garage. Sydney, we're going to Sydney next year. So that's another announcement sort of made here. However, there's something missing here. All 3 shows I'm going to be backing as Four Wheeling Australia, a bit of a content creators hub. So if you are a content creator, get in touch with me. There are limited spots available, and this will help you get your brand out at the show and tell people what your brand's about. I can't give too much more away yet because we're still planning how it's all going to work and the layout, but we got most of it sort of worked out, but we also want to keep the cards close to our chest. And I don't know how much the Full Drive and Adventure show wants me to reveal either. So until it's set in stone, then I will be making bigger announcements about what it's going to be like. Now Perth, I already have most of the people in mind and sorted. Adelaide, half sorted. If you're a content creator in Adelaide, get in touch with me. Let's get something going. And Sydney's a big one. Aussie four-wheelers, Musa, definitely going to get in contact with you, buddy. And there are some other channels over there. Get in contact with me and let's see what we can, you know, get put together and make it happen for Sydney 2019. So that is another massive project that I'm really excited about and excited to be part of as well. And it's all about expanding the content creation. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, it's all about collaborating. People that try and compete with other people, I don't want to work with you. I want to work with people that want to collaborate. I'm happy to collaborate with most people. So get in touch with me. We're all supposed to collaborate because it all works wonders, left, right, and center. What goes around comes around. You get what I'm trying to say. Get in contact. Last year, a lot of things happened, and that is why I have a list here of places we've been, because we've been to everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Well, not quite, but anyway. So the first trip that I recorded and released 2018 was a family trip with my wife and both my daughters.
Think we can get back up?
Yeah.
What happens if we can't get back up?
We're stuck there forever.
Forever?
Yeah.
It's not a bad place to be stuck forever. So this is where we drive down in this valley. Really cool drive down, very tight. So if you're gonna, you know, if you're a bit squeamish to scratching your car, don't go forward driving, basically. We had a wheel left there.
Yeah. Great.
That got massive, like, love, that video. You guys wanted more of family trips, so I'm going to have to work on doing another family trip 2019, maybe even 2, and expand on that in 2020. So we have some plans and we are still working that out. The next trip we did last year was the Amberdell Highway, and that was my favorite trip. Epic trip. The reason why it was my favorite trip was because it was the first time as a channel we recorded and documented us going from WA to interstate, which happened to be South Australia. Awesome state in the country, by the way. We started from remote WA, went into remote South Australia at Cooper Pedy, and we camped underground in an underground open mine which the vehicles could drive into. If you have not seen that series, go and watch it. It was my favourite for the year and possibly my favourite series we've done so far. And muttering the occasional and makes it even better. The next place we went to was the Barrington Tops and Coffs Harbour. And Wayne, that was his favourite trip.
Hi guys, Wayne here. Favourite trip for 2018 would definitely be over to New South Wales. Got to meet an amazing crew over there. We went through Coffs Harbour, back through the desert. Even though I broke my tail shaft, we had the best outcome.
This section right here is going to put our entire future Simpson trip in doubt. We all heard the noise, even from the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, okay, we'll be as quick as we can. Okay, thank you very much. How's that? He's going to wait for us.
Nice.
Good on you, Trav, from Drive Lines, whatever they call it. And have a look why it's not working. How's that? You said it wasn't spinning. Oh, it snapped off in there.
Wow.
He snapped the inner shaft.
Yes, that's what he's done.
The boys helped me out and we got back on the tracks, and I will be back there in a year or so because there's a few hills I want to conquer.
After Barrington Tops and Coffs Harbour, we then went to Brisbane for a meet and greet, and that was with the Drifter shop that was there. So that served as our base camp. We actually camped in the back of their factory. We then launched from there across the Simpson. So we did the Madigan line, Birdsville, Madigan line, Pobble's Corner. We did all the highlights in the Simpson Desert, all the way to Mount Dare. Epic trip, and this was Torben's favourite trip.
Hey guys, Torbs here. Just wanted to share my favourite trip this year. My favourite trip this year would definitely have to be the Madigan line, Simpson Desert. That was definitely one right up there on the top of the bucket list, so that was an awesome trip.
The Madigan line, eh? The Madigan line. Done. Completed. Done. And wait. The Simpson Desert ends at Mount Dare. Mount Dare. Cheers again.
Or does it? It starts in Mount Dare.
Oh, ends or starts, whichever way you go.
And thanks to Mount Dare.
Fans to Mount Dare. Big fans to Mount Dare.
After the Madigan line, the boys had used up most of their leave for the year, so they unfortunately couldn't join me on the Goldfields trip. However, Travis and Don came on a trip, and that's when we lost Don out in the bush. Legit lost him.
So we have arrived at Lake Ballard. Unfortunately, Don is not here. So tomorrow we're going to get up early and head into Menzies, fill up, and then we're going to have to go look for him. So we just calculated that if he has done what we think he's done, which does seem a bit strange for him to do it, it's 350 k's to get out the other side until he gets fuel. He's probably got 280 kilometers worth of fuel left. So we're going to have to go into town, fill up, and then try and chase him the way we think he's gone. Done a U-turn up there, come back around, turn here, seeing there's no entry mining area. I'm just walking on his track now. And he's continued that way again. Okay. So he's obviously started second guessing now by this stage. We'll keep going.
That was a bit of a nervous 20 hours for me, being, the lead convoy vehicle, the person leading the whole convoy. It's my responsibility. Pressure was on, we had to find Don, and we found him by tracking his tracks. That was probably one of the most relieving moments was when we found him. And he pretty much conked out of fuel exactly where we thought he would conk out, within 20 k's of it. So it just goes to show, it doesn't take much to lose someone out in the bush. Yeah, we found him.
Just repeat that again, Don. Oh, wicked. Alright, so we filled up this morning, so we're full, so we can give you some more anyway. So
I got him inside, Travis.
You ripper. I think Don's going to want to stick to your tag-along trips where you stay in a group next time. All part of the excitement, I suppose. Getting lost and getting found.
This was by far one of the most memorable moments on this trip, and we're only halfway through. What a relief. What a relief.
Yeah, so there's an old saying, be careful what you wish for. Before I came on this trip, I was like, yeah, I want to go and get totally disconnected, away from everything, on my own, get lost out over here. Next minute, standing around, nobody around, just me. Now what?
If you haven't seen that series, get down and watch it. Bit of a hair-raising moment. It is reality at its finest, in my opinion. After that nerve-wracking trip, we did the Flinders Ranges after visiting Adelaide for the Adelaide show. And we're coming back to Adelaide this year, or next year, sorry. Next year we come back to Adelaide. The Flinders Ranges, that edit has been neglected due to time and planning of 2019. It will come out early January 2019. It's in edit at the moment. It's been on and off. I need to really go and focus on it. And after I get back from New Year's Eve, that'll be my main focus. At the same time as doing this other project. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Still planning next year. A lot of trips planned for 2019. Let's talk about that right now. 2019 trips. As you already know, we're coming to the Perth four-wheel drive show we do every year. The Adelaide four-wheel drive show. We're flying into that one, so we're not driving to that one. The Sydney four-wheel drive show, we are driving to it. We're going to bring our vehicles to Sydney. We are then going to leave Sydney and do a trip on the way back, possibly to Blue Mountains. Suggestions down below if you think of something better. We're going to be geared up for touring, so maybe not suggest something like the Waddingans or something like that. We don't want to break stuff. We need to get back to Perth for other shows. But the first trip of the year will be in February, and we have a destination in mind, sort of up Dongra way, up to Kalbarri. An ex-footy player from the West Coast Eagles will be joining us on that trip. I'll leave it to you to guess who that might be. There may be a boat on that trip. That's going to be the main focus on that trip. And then we're doing Shark Bay later in the year, followed by an overseas trip. If the overseas trip falls through, that's why I'm not telling you where it is yet, because we don't know if it's going to happen yet. We're very close to make it happen for the whole crew to come over. If it doesn't happen, we will then be doing the Victoria High Country. If we don't do the Victorian High Country this year, or 2019, we'll do it 2020. So don't worry, Victoria, we will be coming there as well. So check out probably one of the best places in Australia for four-wheel driving. Now on to modified. How many modifieds did we do last year? We did, from modified, episode 44 up to 60. Damn, that's a lot of modifieds. That's 16 modifieds. Part of those 16 modifieds that were released this year, we actually filmed more than what we released this year. We had, in episode 44, we had Wayne's Land Cruiser. Everyone wanted to see Wayne's Land Cruiser. We finally revealed it in modified. And then we had Andrew St. Pierre White just after him.
Hey, Ronny Dahl, four-wheeling in westernaustralia.com, and welcome to a very special episode of Modified. And let's waste no time and get our special guest in. Andrew.
How you doing, mate?
How are you, mate?
It's always good to see you.
Yeah, a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, thank you.
Finally get your overland
Beast.
beast, yeah.
Yes.
the Troopy.
Yeah.
Modified.
With his Troopy. Epic episode. That episode was actually 2 hours long until I cut it down to an hour, condensed it down, because we just kept talking. Followed by one of my favourites for the year was episode number 47, and that was a Patriot Campers 6x6 Megatourer.
Ronny Dahl, four-wheeling in westernaustralia.com. That was about 1.5 meters there. Woo! Welcome to Modified, another episode of Modified. This one being a very special episode. Look at this thing. But look, let's just get Justin out, wherever he is. Justin.
Morning. How are you,
morning,
mate? How you doing?
It's actually afternoon.
It is afternoon. There's a little bit of a time delay between Queensland and WA though.
Well, it might be morning in, what is the time?
We're coming up on 4 o'clock in Queensland, 5 o'clock where we are now.
It's just afternoon in WA.
Good.
Absolute beast. I was lucky enough to get to drive it for a couple of 100 Ks. Awesome rig, handles honestly, like a car on road. It's ridiculous. Off-road, I did get offered to drive it, but I didn't want to damage anything. I get offered to drive a lot of people's cars and tag-alongs and stuff. I choose not to because I don't want to be the guy who damages something. So that is why. So for Modified this year, it was a huge year, and next year is going to be just as big, maybe even better. Let's see what next year holds. 2018 achievements, the channel reached 200,000, right now sitting at 210,000. I never thought this channel even get past 30,000 to be honest, even 50,000, but here it is. And next year with these projects, who knows? Who knows where it goes? I'm really looking forward to it. Also this year, which was 2018, almost gone, Amalia, the assistant, came on board after I put out a video requesting an assistant, and going through a long list of 55 people, narrowed it down to just a couple of people, and Amalia ended up taking the top spot.
2018 had so many memorable moments, but the main one has to be receiving a phone call from Ronny Dahl asking to be part of the four-wheeling team. So that was exciting. And then heading straight into a trip which was Aberdale, then going over to Gloucester, back over east again to the Flinders Ranges, which was absolutely beautiful. Then we ended the year with 2 four-wheel drive shows, which was in both Perth and Adelaide. It was so nice to meet everyone and just thank everyone for, yes, staying tuned and watching our adventures. So cheers guys, thank you so much for all of your support, especially to the Patreon supporters. Couldn't have been done without you guys. And have a safe and happy new year, guys.
And it's worked out really well. She started as a volunteer, then got to a point where I could start paying her a bit, and she of course needed money as well. There's only so long you can do a volunteer job for. We are now at a stage, because of Patreon and because of YouTube revenue, I'm able to fund her a little bit. The idea is this year, or 2019, sorry. The idea for 2019 is to have her 100% paid as a full-time job. That's the aim, and then that way I can keep her focusing on the channel 100% rather than doing 3 different jobs. She's got 3 jobs at the moment. One of them's working with me, and the other 2 are 2 other casual jobs. Without Patreon, this would not have been possible, so thank you so much to everyone on Patreon, and I'm sure Amalia is also very appreciative of it. The idea for this channel is to move on and get another assistant on top of that to expand the channel even more. I'm not setting any limits here at this stage. The sky's the limit. We'll see what we can do. We'll see where the channel goes, especially with this project next year. Really looking forward to next year. And I'd like to thank all the other content creators who have helped me out this year, who I've worked with, who I've collaborated with as well. Justin from Patriot, Andrew St. Pierre White from 4x Overland. I'm going to forget some people here. Josh from 79 series on Instagram. Alex from A Tense Off Road. Harry from Fire to Fork. Oh man, I shouldn't have started that because I'm going to leave some other important people out. Look, if you've worked with me or collaborated with me, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure this year. Thank you all you guys for watching this year. Without you guys, there is no channel. I'm creating content for you guys. If there's no one to watch it, what's the point of making content, right? And the biggest thank you to my patrons on Patreon. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Subscribe, patreon.com/Ronny Dahl, and a video down here, and all the links are down below. The big project for next year. Big things to come. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's good on the throat.